Now let's bring in employee donations in. So bring in employee donations, and you see employee donations is in pivot table format. So for each employee, you have quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. And then the donations made and some additional information. Now we want to unpivot this and have one row for each donation. And each row will have the employee name and the quarter in which the donation was made, and then the donation amount and further information following that. So we want to take these numbers and stack them into a single column, right? So we have task, data, stack. All right. Now columns to stack are these 4 columns. Stack those 4 columns, and then group analysis by employee ID and paid by. Okay. So now column naming. So now you can change the column names. Okay. So you have to be very careful here. So what is the new? So you go, once you stack them, what is the new stacked value column is going to be called? So new value column. Okay. So that's a new column which is created by stacking. So we don't want stacked columns as your stacked value as the name of the column, because that makes no sense. We call it amount. Okay. Now under derived column, all right, so enter period. Okay. So once the values are stacked, the column from which the value came is a derived column that identifies which column it came from, quarter 1 or quarter 2 or quarter 3 and so on. So label also period. And let's call that also amount of contribution. You can have a longer label if you like. Now we'll leave this one as is. The results, you can change the output. So let's call this stacked employee donations or something like that. Okay, so now you run. Okay, so now you see you have the employee ID, paid by, and this is the derived column that identifies which quarter or which column in the original data the amount came from. Okay, and the amount is the stacked column. The actual amount is the amounts are the ones that are stacked. So you have to understand which column is created from which data, so you'll be, so you name them properly and use them properly. Once you have it in this fashion, then you can take this and use it in Tableau or any other software that expects stacked data and not pivoted data.